Air New Zealand has rolled out a mandatory mask-wearing policy for all flights leaving Auckland. Public-facing staff and domestic cabin crew will now wear masks and gloves, and pilots will wear masks when interacting with customers or walking through terminals. Air New Zealand CEO Greg Foran joins me now. Good evening, Greg. Has it been a busy day with people going in and out of Auckland?
It has been, Lisa, as people are returning home and either heading out or coming in, and we've been able to run exactly the schedule that we want to, and at the same time get ourselves organised around things like masks and discussions around social distancing. So it has been busy, but really pleased with how we're operating, and we just want to reassure all our customers and our staff that we've got this one, and the plan is coming into place.
Is there any suggestion you might need extra flights?
Not at this stage. So what we are seeing is obviously some customers are not showing up for flights. It's going to be different for flights both to and from Auckland versus what we're seeing in the regions, which is obviously on a different level at this stage, level 2 versus 3. But at this stage, we're happy with the number of flights that we have operating. It's something that we'll continue to review as the next few days unfold.
What has been the response to the masks?
I think it's been very positive from the feedback that I've received directly from our crews and teams at the airport. I think by far and away most people are very happy that we're out there and doing the right thing here. You can get a mask whether you're checking in or whether you're at the gate or whether you're on board, and compliance has been really good.
So you've had a few hiccups in the past with obviously cancellations and people not being able to take trips because of COVID. So what's happening with people who have booked flights that they potentially will not be able to take over the next few days? What are you saying to your customers?
Well, lots and lots of emails and texts and telephone calls, and one of the things that's an advantage is that we've been here before with this, so we were able to spool up our call centre and had an extra 100 people in there, and wait times. They were lengthy last night, but just recently I just spoke to the team there in these 2 minutes. I can assure you and all our customers that we're going to do what's right by them and ensure that if they had flights booked, we'll make sure they get a credit for that, and we've now got the tools in place for that to be handled much more efficiently. So, we're on top of that, feeling good about it, and we're there for our customers.
I'm wondering how close you were to kind of normal domestic occupancy rates, and are you worried that the situation we've got in Auckland now is going to run more than 3 days? I mean, what would that mean to you?
Well, we were really pleased with the way that, the number of flights came back as we came down through the levels previously, and, June was when we got down to level 1, and we saw really good demand through the school holidays, and we're really pleased with how we're going in August. Obviously, this is going to change things. The extent of that will depend, on how long this goes on and how wide it is. And at this stage, we know what you know, which is, we'll review the situation over the next few days and we'll see what eventuates next week. So it really just depends on the length of this and the depth of it.
I noticed that you had flights posted for Rarotonga, daily flights from the 24th of October. And obviously the Prime Minister has sort of raised some questions about the travel bubble now at all, given that it was based on the fact that we had no community transmission. How much of a blow will that be not to have it by the end of the year?
Look, we started posting those when we had a sense that maybe that would be a matter of weeks away. There are customers who have obviously booked for those flights. Obviously, there's a good chance that those will now get put back. We had planned for flights into the Cook Islands in our forecast, not actually to occur quite this early. So, if it gets put back for a period of time, we're actually okay with that. But I do feel for the customers who were hoping to get away there for a winter break to some warmer temperatures.
Are all your staff and crews at the airport, are they all being tested?
In terms of testing for workers at the airport, my understanding is that we're in discussions with the Ministry of Health, and there is in Auckland a piece of work underway at the moment that will probably see workers at the airport, which would include our staff, tested.
As a result of this recent outbreak?
That's my understanding.
Okay. Look, last time we talked, we discussed the fact that Air New Zealand is looking for another $150 million in savings from the company, and I think it was about now you were looking to finalise details of that. So can we expect more job losses?
Too early to talk about what's occurred, obviously, in the last sort of 24 hours or so. So until we get more information as to how long this goes on, way too early for us to comment. What I would say is that, like any business, we don't plan for everything going right. So if this is a reasonably short-term event and we're back on our feet and operating, within a matter of a few weeks, then I think we're in a good position. Should this extend into something that is quite lengthy and difficult and on a much larger scale, then clearly we need to go back and have a look at how we see cash flowing and all the other things.
Thanks for joining us this evening. That is Air New Zealand CEO Greg Foran.